What the?
That's... Yami!
Yami? The Espada that Captain Hitsugaya mentioned?
That little creep! How dare he! All right, that's it. That four-eyed punk isn't gonna get away with this. He's finished. I'm gonna kill him!
Whoa! So what do we do now?
It came from above the dome!
That spiritual pressure. Is it Ichigo?
What in the hell? So that crappy little Soul Reaper had that gigantic spiritual pressure hiding in him all along. Ugh, and here I am stuck with a bunch of good-for-nothing, low-level fodder. It's ridiculous!
Don't let his size intimidate you. Let's hurry, take him down, and go pick up Ichigo.
Renji.
Huh? What's that nonsense you're mumbling about? You? Take me down? Little squirts like you? Don't make me laugh! Enrage! Ira! What?
What the? I don't get it. What the heck just happened?
Who said we 10 Espada bore the numbers 1 through 10? The numbers of the Espada are 0 to 9. I'm the only Espada whose number changes by storing energy for a full release. I'm Espada Zero, Yami Realgo! Whoa, what strength?
He may be huge, but as long as we don't get hit, we're good.
I told you to knock it off! Stop moving around so much!
What the?
Renji! Chad!
You're the last one, but I'll tell you, you were a handful. So then, how should I go about it? How should I kill you?
Wait! Damn it! How far is he gonna go? Wait! Is this Las Noches' canopy?
Yes. Under the canopy of Las Noches, there are 2 things which are expressly forbidden. The first is something that only the Espada employ. It's called Grand Rey Cero. The other prohibition is the release by Espada beyond Cuatro. The use of both of them have been restricted because they are so powerful that they could potentially destroy all of Las Noches itself. You'll come to understand this is the release of the Cuatro Espada. In prison. Murcielago. Don't panic. Don't break your stance. Be aware of your surroundings. Don't let your guard down for even an instant.
Let's go. Eat this! You're too slow!
Weak.
No big deal. Storm back. I'm still here.
What?
Can you see me? Too slow!
Is that your full power?
So
I
slow.
understand.
As if. I'm still here.
You can't block me.
Eat this! Let's go. Sorry. Get to know!
I was mistaken. You instinctively used Getsuga. That was a wise move. If you hadn't reacted the way that you did, then at this very moment, your head would be lying on the ground at my feet.
No way. That was too fast. How's that possible? I couldn't react to that at all. Not even in my hollified state.
Your holification abilities have increased noticeably. You're able to keep the mask on for a longer time, too. But I didn't think it would shatter so easily. How unfortunate. Ichigo Kurosaki, fire Getsuga. That's the point when you are at your most lethal. If Getsuga is your ultimate technique, then go on and fire it at me right here and right now. Go ahead. I'll show you which of us is stronger.
Give me a break. You don't have to tell me that. I was gonna do that anyway. Eat this. You're too slow.
Do you understand?
I'm still here. I'll end this now. Get to know!
Steakhouse has absolutely nothing next to mine. And now, that black Getsuga of yours is indeed very much like our Seto blasts.
Seto! Don't compare it to something like that!
I see. You haven't witnessed it yet. This is what we Espada are able to discharge in a released state. A black Seto. Seto Oscuras!
Orihime! What was it? What's going on up there?
Uryu! Can you take me outside the dome using your power? Can you? Please!
Do you understand now? No matter how similar your appearance or techniques may be to an Arrancar's, they're nonetheless as different as heaven and hell. Humans and Soul Reapers' motivations are clear. It's easy to see why they'd mimic Arrancars to increase their power. But despite all of your feeble attempts at imitation, you will never be our equals. I'm telling you, it's futile! Why won't you drop your sword? Even faced with such an insurmountable imbalance of power, you still believe you can actually defeat me?
What are you talking about? Imbalance of power. What about it? Did you really believe that I was gonna give up or something? Why? Just because you're stronger than me? I knew that from the start. I was well aware that you're strong. But it doesn't matter. Knowing how powerful you are makes no difference when it comes to what needs to be done.
Nonsense, Ichigo Kurosaki. Those are the words of one who doesn't know what true despair is. But don't worry. I'll teach you. Observe well. This is what true despair looks like. Resurrección segunda etapa. Out of all the Espada, the only one to have achieved a second stage release is me. I haven't even let Lord Eisen see me in this state yet. Yet even when facing me like this, you still have the will to fight. You're a fool. You're challenging an enemy that you can't possibly defeat. Your obstinate belief in your ability to win is beyond my comprehension. I must tell you, if this is an example of what you people call heart, it would appear to be more of a dangerous liability than an actual strength. For having this so-called heart, you are now going to pay the ultimate price.
You see, I'm not fighting because I think I can win. I'm fighting because I have to win!
Nonsense.
I don't sense Ichigo's spiritual pressure. Where is he?
Ichigo...
You're here, woman. Oh, good. You're just in time. Now watch this very closely. The man you pinned your hopes on is about to die. Don't bother. Whatever you might try, it's pointless. The fact is that you're simply not strong enough to save his life. This is unexpected. I thought that I had a pretty clear read on you. I took you for the calmest of Ichigo Kurosaki's friends.
I am calm. I have the composure necessary to fight you.
What should I do? What should I do, Ichigo? I don't know what to do. I don't know anything. Ichigo! 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 Help me! Please! Ichigo!
She's calling me. I can hear her voice. Get up. Come on. Get up. I will protect her!
What?
Ichigo!
This can't be. You can't be alive. What is this form I see? Just who are you? Can't you hear me? I'm asking you who you are. Now tell me. It seems you can't understand what I'm saying. You're a fool. Where are you looking? Full power. There's more. Try it. Damn it. My most amazing ability isn't offensive. It's regenerative. We Arankars sacrifice most of our regeneration abilities in order to enhance our other powers. Only I can regenerate my entire body, except for my brain and internal organs, at incredible speed. No matter how your attacks have been boosted, if you have to stop and assess the situation, then there's no way at all that you can defeat me. I'll destroy you. I only feel pain. Don't get caught. Get torn in shreds. I understand. I see. Is that your full power? I understand. I see. I see. I understand. Stay where you are. Challenging an enemy you can't possibly defeat. Your hope is beyond my comprehension. Your life is forfeit.
He beat him.
Damn it. I can't believe this. It's unfathomable that I lost to a human turned hollow. It's almost comical.
What?
I see. No mercy. A very hollow light. Go ahead. My life has no meaning any longer. Not now that I've lost to you. Do it.
Stop. That's enough. It's over, Ichigo. He may be our enemy, but there's no need to mutilate his body. Hey, did you hear me? I said to stop! If you do this, then you're risking losing your humanity! Ichigo!
Must protect. I will protect her.
This is my fault. It's all because I said that. That's why Ichigo is just trying to help me. But why? I trained so hard, all so that I wouldn't get in his way. The reason that I came here was to protect him. So why? Why? Why here, right at the very end, did I have to come to rely on Ichigo? Wait, Ichigo! Ichigo! Ichigo?
The hole, it closed up!
Instant regeneration.
Ichigo?
Am I? What? Didn't I have a hole in my chest?
Ichigo.
Orihime, are you alright? Udio.
So, you're finally yourself again.
That wound. Did I do it?
You're really quite tough.
Ukiura.
Take it. Let's finish this.
Was I the one who stabbed Uryu? Did I?
It's not my concern. I guess this is it. Kill me. Hurry up. Do it. I don't even have the strength to walk anymore. If you don't cut me down now, it'll never end. You'll never get to settle this.
No.
What?
Listen. The guy you were fighting before was me in a hollified and unconscious state. It wasn't the real me. I said no. I don't want to win like this!
You never do what I want you to. Right to the very end. Just when I began to get invested. Right when I finally started taking an interest in you people. Are you afraid of me, woman?
I'm not afraid.
What is it? What is heart? Can it be seen if I rip open this chest of yours? Or is the true heart elsewhere? If I crush your skull, will I find it in there instead? You humans toss that word around, like it's nothing of significance at all. As if... I see. So, this is it. This thing resting in the palm of my hand is heart.
So then, how should I go about it? How should I kill you? Oh, drat. That's a real bummer. I was gonna go and help him out after I killed these guys. And what does he do? He goes and dies on me. You!
Hey, you've grown real big since the last time I saw you. I almost didn't recognize you.
Ichigo! Ichigo, hold on. Why are you alone? What's going on? Is Orihime all right?
I rescued her. She's up top right now, healing Uryu. It's safer up there than here, right? Stay here, Rukia. I'm gonna finish him quick, and head back to the world of the living. I'm gonna make sure that this stupid war ends right now.
His eyes. They weren't the eyes of someone who's victorious. And they weren't the eyes of a man who's about to slay an enemy either. What took place up there? What happened above the canopy, Ichigo?
Oh, enough annoying gibbering. Pipe down, Ichigo Kurosaki.
Just shut up. If I can lure you away from my friends, then I'll be able to totally smash you with my power.
What was that? I didn't get a good enough look at it to see it clearly, but the pattern on his mask, it seemed to be different.
What was that? It felt weird. That holification. Something wasn't right. It's like the mask was too heavy or something.
Why are you so surprised? Just take a good look at my number, and it'll be clear. It's 0. I'm Cero Espada. Yami Realgo. But more importantly, I'm the strongest Espada you've ever faced, and will ever face. Grimjao, Noitora, Ukiora. They're all nothing but lowly trash compared to me.
It doesn't feel right. I don't expect you guys to have a strong sense of camaraderie or anything. To tell you the truth, I don't regret slaying your friends either. But still, to hear you talk trash about the guys that I've fought before, it just doesn't feel right to me. Damn it!
How ridiculous. It looks like you weren't even able to put on that stupid mask of yours. Die, scrub!
Hado number 33, Sokatsui.
Who did that? Show yourself, damn it!
Hey, I got first dibs. Stay out of this.
What are you talking about? I suggest that you'd better mind your manners. After all, I'm the one who was here first.
Then don't blame me if I accidentally cut you up too.
Byakuya! Kenpachi!
Stay back, Ichigo Kurosaki.
You heard me. You get pounded everywhere that you go.
There's nothing for you to do here. Hurry up and disappear back to the world of the living.
I will, I swear! But we gotta beat this guy first! And it's not like I can just go whenever I want! If Kisuke doesn't open up the...
Listen, will you please just shut up about Kisuke already?
Mayuri Kurotsuchi!
What, no formal address from a half-soul reaper like you? Well, I suppose I shouldn't complain. At least you didn't address me by my given name like you did those two.
Analyze the Garganta?
That's right, and a thorough analysis it was, too. I can just see him now. He'll be crazy with envy. How can I not feel good? Prepare it, Nemu. Send this half-soul reaper to the world of the living.
Yes, sir.
Wait! I'm not done yet!
Silence! Test subjects should keep their mouths shut. This is an experiment. You're test subject number 1. You've no right to refuse.
Experiment?
Don't be worried one bit. I am going to come along with you.
Mizunohana!
Volunteering to be a test subject. How capricious of you, Captain of Squad 4.
Oh? Don't you know that I have complete trust in you, Captain Kurotsuchi? There's nothing to fear. I'm sure that this experiment will be successful. Because success is the only option. If the Garganta that was analyzed using the Arrancar scientist data were to fail, I think we know what would happen. Kisuke Urahara might very well never stop laughing.
I suggest you think well before you speak. When I said that I analyzed it, that means I'm able to shut it down absolutely any time that I see fit.
Very impressive. Isane, I want you to remain here. You'll stay and assist Captain Kuchiki. Well, shall we, Mr. Kurosaki?
Don't worry what it's like inside. Just turn around and you'll reach the world of the living. But take care to watch your step. If you lose your footing in there, you'll fall into a realm between the world of the living and Hueco Mundo, never to return again. Although that would be fascinating in and of itself. What?
Well, you know, just now, I was thinking about how Kisuke was standing up in the air when he sent us off too.
What?
Since you're the second director of the Department of Research and Development, that kind of makes you Kisuke's protege, right? You two are kind of similar. That's all.
You insignificant! I see. How funny. That Ichigo Kurosaki is a funny boy. I thought it would be interesting to trap him inside the Garganta, but I won't. I will send him into the furthest depths of terror when this battle is over. Oh, it will be so horrifying that he'll think back on this battle with great longing and fondness.
Yes, sir. Lord Mayuri. I'll devise a plan for that. Mr. Kurosaki, I want to ask you something. In the past, you once faced Sosuke Aizen, right? It was atop Sokyoku Hill. Isn't that the case?
Yeah. What about it?
How was that?
It wasn't like anything. He was super strong. I couldn't beat him. He kicked my butt without even performing Shikai.
Excellent.
What?
That wide disparity in the level of power is actually your greatest stroke of good fortune. I'll tell you before it's too late, Mr. Kurosaki. At this point, the only person who can feasibly confront Sosuke Aizen between the world of the living, the Soul Society, Hueco Mundo, or anywhere else is probably you.
Why do you...
Aizen has a very unique Zanpakuto. Its name is Kyoka Suigetsu. I'll explain to you what its ability is, as well as the conditions for its activation. It's not a particularly well-kept secret or anything like that. There have been many witnesses. We, everyone who makes up the 13 Court Guard squads, as well as Kisuke Uraharu's group, Sosuke Aizen's Arankars, and Espada, and anybody who might conceivably become involved with the battle in the world of the living, have all seen Aizen's Shikai. That's right, Ichigo Kurosaki. Everyone except you. Your powers are comparable to those of a captain, and unlike so many others, you haven't been exposed to Kyoka Suigetsu's Shikai. That advantage will become extremely important in this battle. No, that's not quite accurate. To be more precise, if that advantage is lost, this battle will be lost too. Mr. Kurosaki, whatever happens in the ensuing battles, there's one essential element that you must remember. Don't look at Sosuke Aizen's Shikai, no matter what.
Okay. Thank you, Mizuno Hana. I'm glad you told me before I had to go fight him. That's all I needed to hear. I'm our only hope, right? Then there's only one thing to do. I'll just have to defeat Aizen. Now, to restore my full spiritual pressure.
Huh? Did I hear you right? Did you say that your spiritual pressure hasn't been fully restored?
Oh, I was in a hurry because Rukia and the others were getting beaten up below. So I went to fight without my full spiritual pressure.
He doesn't even have half his spiritual pressure right now? And I was sensing that his current spiritual pressure was already comparable to that of a captain's. Mr. Kurosaki, you should run in front. We will restore your spiritual pressure to its maximum capacity during this passage.
Passage? You mean while we run? Is that really possible?
It's easy to restore spiritual pressure once the physical body has been healed. Please, Mr. Kurosaki, go on and run ahead. If his spiritual pressure is really only at half of its maximum capacity right now, then he may truly be our savior.
"110 years ago. I mean, more or less, that is, but that's not actually the important part. Anyway, back then, I was the captain of Squad 5. My lieutenant was Sosuke Aizen. Kiryo Hikifune was promoted and left her seat as captain of Squad 12 vacant. The captain of Squad 2, Yoruichi, recommended Kisuke for the open position, Kisuke Urahara. When you're above others, you can sympathize with underlings, but you should never ingratiate yourself. That's what I told him, probably because he reminded me of myself. After a while, Kisuke founded the Department of Research and Development. Hiyori was his lieutenant, and she wasn't doing a bad job at all. Anyway, 101 years ago, accidents started taking place. People had started mysteriously disappearing from the Rukon district in the Soul Society. The only thing that was left behind were their clothes. Now, to be clear, they didn't die. Instead, they completely stopped existing as people. Kisuke sent Hiyori to look into it, fearing that it could be some new kind of disease or something. And then, that very night, the head captain called a meeting of all the captains to discuss the situation. The spiritual pressures of the captain and lieutenant of Squad 9 who were out investigating the accident had disappeared seemingly with no reason. The honor of our entire organization rested on solving this case. A special task force of captain-class units, aided by Hachi, the Kido expert, was created and sent to investigate. I was part of that task force. In the course of our duties, we found a masked Soul Reaper attacking Hiyori. The way that he growled and his spiritual pressure were exactly the same as a hollow's. We saved Hiyori, and Hachi used his Bakudo to stop the Berserk Soul Reaper. But that was just the start. A mask appeared on Hiyori's face, and she attacked me out of nowhere. And at the same time, a traitor killed most of us. And then...
Please, I'm asking you, don't put the blame on him, Captain Hidako.
I got it, or so I thought. Now I get that I didn't get it, but I'd been gotten instead. I'd chosen him as my lieutenant in order to keep an eye on him, since he was such a dangerous and untrustworthy man.
You had no idea that for the last month, the person who was walking behind you wasn't actually me at all. I have the ability to create a wide range of illusions. That is the true ability of my Zanpakuto Kyoka Suigetsu. That power is called Kanzen Saimin, complete hypnosis.
My suspicions kept my eye keen, but he ended up using that to his advantage. You see, he actually managed to trick my very eyes.
In fact, I chose you, Captain Hidako. Transparent treachery is nothing to fear. What's truly frightening is treachery that can't be detected.
The next thing you know, he put a mask on my face, too. Aizen's goal was experimenting with the hollification of Soul Reapers.
Captain Hidako, goodbye. You people made for truly magnificent pawns.
As it turns out, all of us had been cluelessly playing right into his plan all along. As for the rest, I only know about it from what Kisuke told me later on. Kisuke and Tessai Tsukabishi, the Kido commander, rushed in to put an end to the whole mess, but Aizen and his folks managed to escape. With the aid of time stop and space dislocation to Forbidden Kido, Kisuke brought us back to Squad 12's barracks, still hollowified. Kisuke did his best to use the Hogyoku to heal us, but he wasn't able to. When the next morning rolled around, both him and Tessai ended up being arrested by the Central 46, and after all that, Kisuke was expelled from the Soul Society for life. After using us as proof of Kisuke's actually non-existent crimes, they decided that they wanted to execute us as hollows. Everything that was happening was all part of the plan that Aizen had concocted. He's one thorough guy, you gotta give him that. This was, of course, the worst possible ending for us, and so we picked the least terrible strategy. We managed to escape the Soul Society, along with some help that was provided by Yoruichi Shihoen. To be honest, I was pretty mad about the whole thing. I mean, having to escape even though I hadn't done anything bad. Soon after, we reached the world of the living, where Kisuke gave us Gigai with a spiritual pressure masking function. That kept us hidden for more than a century. We waited patiently and prepared for the day that we knew was going to come, sooner or later. That's the way that all of us ended up in the world of the living, together as the group known as the Visored. Kisuke said there was no miscalculation, and that was the biggest miscalculation, as I suppose should have been expected. In the end, everything turned out for the worst. We truly do owe a great deal to Kisuke, as we do to Aizen as well.